Hello everyone, and welcome to my let's play kind of tutorial where I'm going to play as a Poland. Okay, and as Poland, my goal is to recreate, reform, restore the Commonwealth between Poland and Lithuania, and form the Miedzymoze faction, which basically whole idea is to be a between the sea concept. Okay, and between the sea, by the name it's meant the Baltic Sea and the Black Sea. Okay, so we go and play as Poland with our leader Ignacy Mościcki, and that's not a line, and that's what we are actually intent to stay as a not a line. Okay, and we go in that direction in our national focus 3 to the Baltic Alliance. One can never have enough friends. It's really not the best description for what we actually intend to do, but well, yeah. And we're not going closer to the Britain. If we're familiar with history, that didn't work out very well for Polish. And then we don't seek accommodation with Germany. Let's select Poland. Quickly look on the map. So yeah, there is Baltic Sea and there's Black Sea. Obviously Poland won't be up to the Black Sea. There will be Polish faction. Hope to get Romania, Bulgaria, maybe Yugoslavia, Hungary, Czechoslovakia. But that's not all of these three. Definitely not all of them will be in our factions. Yeah, the Baltic countries definitely. So let's start Iron mode, obviously, and historical focuses. Yeah, Iron and Poland, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. There we are. So, game is loaded. Let's start from sorting our divisions. Let's pull out the horse divisions, create a separate army, and mountaineers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I take all not trained divisions, so I can train them separately without using all our equipment. We need as many equipment, as many divisions to be trained very fast, so I not go in order all my divisions to be trained just to gain the army experience. That can wait. The more important is actually to get the equipment to the newly trained units. So we need another 20 infantry divisions. Let's start from 10 and just do it twice. And we need 14 cavalry divisions. Yeah, I'm going to keep the cavalry. Let's go 7 times 2. Yeah, it's going pretty much do the job for us. As to technology, okay, and research slots, we're going to boost our building ability very fast. So we go for the industry and construction. Construction speed, it's important. Factory speed is construction is for us very important. We need to, as I mentioned, produce as many as quick as possible. And just as opening, because extra quick technology, 80 days speed for the research. I usually open that with few civilian factories, and I keep them in that region over here, Łódź, Płock, Warszawa, Lublin, Kielce, Kraków. It's because it's the region I'm sure I can protect both against the Germans and against the Russians. I'm not always sure about holding that whole area. Obviously, we got a river Bug in here, Okay, and the forests are very stock. Let's make it easier for us to hold that ground. Factories. Getting rid of that plane. Not going to fight the Germans in there at all. We're going for standard trusted templates for the infantry. That will mean 7-2 with artillery. We need a lot of soft attack to actually compensate that we cannot pierce the enemy armor. How many factories I got? Okay, so just do it that way. Yeah. I don't really want to switch to that factory. We're gonna buy that resources, but that's going to happen later. I can't remember. Can we switch? No, we cannot switch fully. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's add a few more submarines. Solid mainline rails. Can I have more? Shame. I hope we could like go fully mainline. Okay. Let's go for the convoys. We'll need a lot of convoys. Okay. National focuses. Very important. First focus, strengthen the Polish state. Okay. We cannot afford to stand divided. Our strength to attack changes is proportional to our unity in both Senate and Sejm. So the Sejm, I don't know why they don't translate it. The Sejm is just a Polish word for parliament. Okay, it's no difference in that. Okay, so we can kick off the game. Speed up the time. All other things I can do while the time is going, so definitely hide these notifications for now. So that will be our offensive bit. Not that one, and mountaineers. And that will be our defensive force, which is pretty much infantry. And with defensive force, we're going for our best defensive field marshal. Division recovery. So as far as I remember, recovery is responsible for how fast the divisions get its organization back. Yeah. So we're choosing him only because he's highest level, he got highest skills for in defense, which is awesome. And it's not absolutely awesome, but it's better than most what we've got. We might get one more leader for that. Yeah. Bang. Again, I didn't click out all the decisions. I always forget about it. Let's pause the games for a second. Exactly know what's happened, because that historical focuses that happen every time the same. I just finish what I'm doing in here. Organization first, which pretty much means the reinforcements rate coming to our battle. Okay, I don't have 15 points. I'll pick it in a minute. So unclick all that decisions. Don't need any of it. Can't waste my political power on that. As we strengthen our government now, I seen most of guides going that direction, okay? And the rushing the war goals on Romanian, etc. It's absolutely not what I'm going to play. We definitely need that skill. Well, do we? No, I don't really think we need that skill at all. Oh, we will need it later. It's come to my realization. But we'll need that one. 2.5% of recruitable population will be crucial for us. But more important is that skill. Okay, the military factory construction speed 20%, and then land fort construction 20%. Okay, so for every 5 forts we build with this one, the 5th one is pretty much for free. That's what we need, and the same apply to our military factories. And as I mentioned, our construction is critical. We need to switch to partial mobilization as soon as possible. That's give us 10% of our civilian factories back to us, back to our use, and we're now running on the 14 factories. Okay, let's kick off. And our next technology will be again going back and pushing for the, what's it called? Obviously for technology speed. It's 36 here. We still want to push it as far as possible. Okay, let's get our guys training. I know he's a field marshal, but for now I will need him in here. And let's start training our divisions up to the standards. We'll train them anyway a lot. I was selling something, I'm not selling anymore that resource, that's why I lose one of the civilian factory. So we don't have templates for total artillery, but we're going to fill that one up as well. Yeah, so increase our production abilities. Harder for the production. And let's speed it up. So our actual plan is actually to push the Germans in the early part of the war from that area. We don't really want them to hold that and fight on, let's call it, 2 fronts. I got that already. Manpower is not that crucial for me. I don't have equipment to be used. That's why I hold that one and go for next research slot. So hold that 3. Okay. There's thing I need in here as well. The first, give me the construction bonus. So my plan is I pick that tag and then I got another construction bonus to go for the next construction as well. As early as possible. It's because we got very long line to defend and we got a lots of forts to actually defend that. So let me draw our defensive line just after I pick that tech. Yeah, that tech is going, and let's play with drawing our offensive lines. There we are. So we give up Poznan area. Okay, we need to give it up because our front would be too extended over there. I need to pause because I wanna pick an advisor by the river, and then we protect the area in here. 1, 2, 3. No, we need to go that way, and then along the mountains all the way to the end. Okay, just pause it. So my next pick will be another 10% for the military factory construction speed. I'm on so we finish that one and we start going for the military factories all over the area. 1, 2, 3, 4. that should do for now. Then we'll decide where we are, how soon they are finished. So our divisions are trained. We're not training them more than required. So the next peak on the political power will be definitely the military terrorist, because we need that army experience going, and we will need the buff for our doctrine research. I used to play Poland in a Great Battle Plan doctrine. I'm not really sure if I should swap for this one, as it's first time I play in 2.7 template. I tend to go more for infantry usually, but I'm going to stay with that doctrine. I got trust with its entrenchment and I know it was working in here. Old front of them. So confused now, so confused. We will switch to that doctrine. Again, I'm probably gonna fail because of that switch, but who cares? Who cares? Let's go. So our factory is catching up very quickly with the production efficiency. Just, that's what we wanted to hear. As soon as these tags are finished, we can jump on the next year, 37. Is it 37 in industry? Can't remember all the dates. Yeah, it is indeed 37 in the industry. Yeah, that's my construction buff. I'm not going to use it in here. I'm going to use it in here. I want to build as fast as possible because there's a lot to build, and trust me, when you play Poland, it doesn't matter how much you manage to build. All of that is not enough for us. The biggest challenge will be actually the initial part of the game, when the Germans attack us at first. If we manage to withstand that, it should be easier going forward. Remember, I ordered to build 4 factories, so that will be the exact split we're going for. Civil war in Spain. We would love to help the communists, but we can't do anything. Can't do anything as Poland. I don't think even if I could land lease them, I don't really want to. No, we cannot land lease because there's no tension. Okay, let's look at our planes. I pulled them back to the eastern Poland. Go 150. Just reduce that number. Let's say to. Oh, come on. Spamming me with everything. Let's get them trained. Pick up the next focus. So we got our civilian factory, Warsaw main railway station. Warsaw is nexus of transport and cargo. To avoid bottlenecks, extra effort is to be placed on the management of its railways. So we got 2 infrastructure, extra building slot. This building slot is very, very helpful. Technology is free, so improved production tools, only 123 days, 1 to 3. And then concentrated industry, going more and more for the production. And as you can clearly see, our divisions getting ready now. The weapons is delivered to the divisions which are in training. Yeah, I actually managed to do it. I need to do it again. Where is the training? Come on. There we are. Now it's working. Warsaw. I don't know, I tend to spawn most of my divisions in Warsaw. Soon we'll be able to pick up another advisor. As I mentioned, this will be Tomisław Łupaszko, so military terrorist, helping with our land doctrine. And what we want to do, we're going to send our ships on the training as well. Let's drill them out. Let's make sure that they can repair. Oh, that was the wrong button to place. Enable automatic reinforcements. That doesn't matter because we're not really going to reinforce anything. And we roll in. Are we? Yeah. So as you see, fully industrial research. It's shame I can't afford my industrial concern earlier, but well, there's so many important things before that I can't wait with researching the industrial technology so long. It's nothing go to waste, guys. Nothing go to waste. Let me fix my camera. I know I shouldn't be touching it. Not joining the anti-Comintern. It's nothing help us. Nothing going to help us with the Russians. Oh, come on, what I did. It's my fault. I hate that. I'm going to cut it out. You will see. I'm going to cut it out definitely from the video. Yeah, and we choose invest in Old Polish region. Okay. Modernize old factories in Kielce, Skrzysko and Radom, Strachowice and Ostrowiec. We'll also build the new ones to strengthen our industry. Okay, so we got extra military factory on top of what we're doing now. As you see, we got more slots in Warsaw. When I use the Warsaw because highest infrastructure, highest output over there. Yeah, we want to use Warsaw as much as possible. And we need to start thinking of researching our new weapons. How is our resources? We're starting getting short on them slowly. It's not a disaster yet. "37 factories, it's kind of good result for Poland." Whoa, construction. And as I mentioned, we wanna be faster. We pay, there's big penalty for that. Okay, but we still wanna go that way. We wanna still have that one out of the way. That's how we utilize our bonus for that. And we will soon have another technology slot to catch up with all what we are behind in military aspect. So we're slowly getting our army experience. We will soon start modifying our templates. Let's see, I don't wanna, as I mentioned before, don't wanna overtrain my divisions. Yeah, they don't need any more training. We don't want to lose any more vehicles on the training. Our ships, come on. We're gonna check that in a second. Let's pick at technology first. So, yeah, starting to research our new technologies over here. Nearly finished. An extra research slot. Happy, happy days. More factories ready. Okay, it's time to make a first set of our bunkers. I hope we'll go all over the line at least level 3. Yeah, that's extremely interesting, isn't it? I'm just placing the bunkers all around the place. Concentrated industry. Yeah, we got 30 days. Keep the time going then. Oh, come on. Yeah, managed to get it correctly. I should go for level 3 straight away, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So got our industry on the satisfying level. Support divisions. It's 39. It's kind of early. We're gonna go for our artillery efficiency. Now, only now I go and pick our old guard, which give us political power gain, more political power. There's never too much political power, especially in the early game. Okay. Switch first for our artillery, and we will be able to train all our infantry divisions now to recover from that experience loss they got in here. Ooh. So yeah, let's start. Okay, I need to slow down for a second and make the decision. Recovery rate, it's not really what's important for me, but soft attack 10%. So we have this 10 entrenchment in here and a speed, which might be crucial. There's a lot of planning, and I'm not really a I'm not really a big fan of macro management. The planning booth might be very helpful for myself. Yeah, I stick to what was working for me before, and I go for the great battle plan doctrine. I did it a few times before, so I'm not going to experiment. And then we get some extra bonuses to research our land doctrines. Yeah, it's time to get for us a first factory. But we need that iron. We need that iron. So our divisions are in training now. It's exactly what we wanted to see. So we need to start drilling them at the same time. Okay, we're surging slightly ahead. That's what we need to do. I'm not really sure. Obviously, I want to go back and start researching that tree as well. Obviously, reinforcements right in here from the radio, very important ones. What you need to remember, guys, that the electronics engineering and coding and encoding actually affect the battles and give you like intel advantage. So it's bonus going directly for your soldiers for the combat abilities. So let's edit our template once more. So now we're reaching our desired. Wow, so many things around. Slow it down for a second. Finish our focus. 20 with combat with division. If you don't know why we're going for the 20, just go on the YouTube, look for the Hearts of Iron for combat with. There will be plenty videos which explain that one. I would only say that how many divisions going into the battle, it's always a multiplier of number 20. But proper breakdowns, you can find very good tutorials about it. I'm not going to discuss that in here now. Yeah, go for the radio. And our national focus, standardization of the equipment. By standardizing the equipment of our soldiers, we set the foundation for modern supply apparatus. Okay, so yeah, once we finish that technology, we can straight away switch to our infantry weapon researches. That's the goal. Yeah, you guys been drilled already? You're drilled. So we need to expand our cavalry divisions as well. See, not big enough for our needs. Let's go for the limited conscription, starting here. Don't really got any urgent advisors to pick, and other urgent advisors to pick. I think my fleet is fully drilled by now, for sure. Let's stop drilling that fleet. Let them quickly fix in the harbor. Okay, 27. I know why, because I didn't switch the spawn. So now they're going to spawn to the different unit. Yeah. I just like to have the train in one. All the trade divisions I moved there. Save me a lot of equipment then when I drill them up to the desired level. And then we go further down that tree. How is our civilian factories going? So building the line, I'm going to increase it straight away to 3 on all over the places. Yeah, over there. After we go to the level 3 forts, we can start thinking on the sectors which are most vulnerable and increasing the number of the soldiers in these areas. So, as they all, half of them need to be fully drilled, just start drilling them again. How are we doing with our equipment? 41 days, 100 days. So our production is pretty balanced, which is the good sign. Okay. Let's keep running, keep running. How is we don't want to spare another factory on that artillery production. At least not yet. Not yet. So many resources on our borders. So many resources. We'd love to have them all, but not available to us. And November 30. So we come into year 38. Don't want to use that bonus in here. We want to use it on researching the next type of infantry weapons. Let's go for faster researches. So 26 days to finish that one. I actually should accumulate that research for our infantry weapons. And unfortunately for us, Republican Spain lost with nationalists. Well, nothing unexpected, to be honest. Let's drill our cavalry divisions. Oh, I didn't set up them to be trained twice. So I need another 7 cavalry divisions. Only once, please. Defense of Poland just finished. A national focus. As to the construction, yeah, we got another construction level. It's 38. Yeah, we can improve our special forces, and we're going for infantry weapon as well. And there is my national focus, which give me another buff to the land doctrine research. And more horses in horses division. Can't remember. Some mobile battalions. So we need to pick our advisor. Don't really remember what exactly we need. I'm late for the infantry weapon now. I start picking the crucial ones for our army defense and our military stuff. So lots of we need to pick from that place as well. And then before the war we need to accumulate 150 at least points before the war to switch to the war economy as soon as the war broke out. So we got about a year before the war started. Just over a year, which should work out for us very well. Okay, more horses in a horses divisions. Anschluss of Austria. Let's quickly look up on our front line. Where are the bunkers? I see what's happening now. I will hold for a second with that research slots. So as we're holding with this one, we're getting more manpower and more army experience. That's perfect timing for that one. Now we got enough production to actually utilize that extra manpower. We will struggle for the manpower actually until we go against the Russians, but the great concept of what I intend to do is that when we start fighting the Russians and we retake our territorium, which is in here, we'll gain manpower as we go. So during the war with Russians, we will actually get more manpower than lose. Okay, let's cancel that orders. Switch them that way. Yeah, because I didn't cancel the order in here. Let's go in further down our land doctrine tree. Okay, we're getting our land forts in a Danzig. Finally. Okay, let's pull them back from that front line. Oh, see, so I did the mistake. Because the front line I drew wasn't for the whole army group, was just for the single army. I need to readjust that one. Oh, sorry, it's called fallback line. So now I'm doing it for whole army group. Going to Torun. Then now we can clearly see where we're gonna lead as I build the first line of the bunkers on the all provinces we actually intend to keep. Okay. And our soldiers relocating to the desert area. Go train yourself, guys. Go train yourself. How we doing with our factories? It's not that far as I want it to be. Okay, let's go for our forts in Danzig area. So we go for infantry expert and cavalry expert in here later on as well. So accumulate that technology, and then with this one we can go both for the encryption and decryption. So yeah, our special forces are finished. As I mentioned, accumulate that one. Few days, we can accumulate up to 30 days. Very helpful feature to getting your technology right where you want it to be. Bang, bang, bang. So we got two full armies. We got a cavalry army going as well, to make sure that's up to 20 with our cavalry army. At least 20 with. Okay, I got the all technology that's accumulated. Let's get our encryption and decryption going together. So lastly, okay, we can get our divisions the support of artillery and engineering as well. So next goal. So make sure that they all are drilled to the highest possible level. Soft attack only 42, where our infantry division, it's 92. That's because our host divisions don't have enough power now. So what I tend to do in that situation, as soon as I get the new equipment, I keep that one to 5 factories to make sure that they produce and we get the spare weapons, and then I go in to create the new factory line for our new equipment, which slowed out, will build and will deliver the new weapons, but we will have the weapons generating at the faster speed. What you can notice in here, get outdated equipment, that the cost of producing our newest weapon is 06 of the point, and cost production point, and the previous one is 05, which basically means that this weapon is produced slightly slower, at a slower rate than the new weapons. So I want to keep the 5 factories on the old weapon type production through all game, making sure that we got enough weapon for all of our soldiers. Okay, let's get ourselves boost for the artillery cannons. So we're gonna to invent the new artillery cannons now as well. Now bunkers are nearly finished. I would like to kick off the Krakow bunkers first, so I can actually get extra bunkers in here in Katowice. I actually got I need bunkers in Katowice. Do we got Katowice or they come as a Krakow? Yeah, they come as a Krakow. That's the one I wanna go first. Let's make it second now, doesn't matter. So once I get that one, I can go for national focus with building forts in a Silesia region. So there's encryption ready for us. August 39, we can start researching the new support divisions easily and the new technology, and that's what we're going to do now. Again, I forget about it. Let's focus on what is crucial for us. Will be our fighting ability now. Will be our the biggest priority. Okay, we can edit our templates again. So focus on the infantry division at first, give them the engineer support. Concentrated industry. We've got a new doctrine available for us. Ground assault. Let's invent that one as well. So the war getting closer and closer. Let's quickly look up where we are with our... Yeah, we definitely want to go that way and use that infantry research bonus to gain our piercing weapons. I don't think we'll have enough piercing to fight against the German tanks, but well, that's the best we can hope for. There's that division training progress. So what we are short on is infantry equipment. We get short on with sufficient artillery. We need more weapons. It's because I invest a lot in that cavalry units. Let's stop training them. So what we're going to look up next is where are our weak points and increased bunker levels over there until 4. So obviously major weak points will be, even if they overcross the river, Icin will tend to weaken in a which area. And then every province which they can attack from the 3 directions, starting from this one. 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is kind of safe area. 1, 2. So we're good in here. Okay, let's keep going. See, the way we increase the soft attack, extremely high. 112 they should have technically soft attack, and our division 126. But our infantry is, our horse divisions are faster, and that's what is matter for us. The right spot in here. 39 coming heavily on us. Yeah, let's research more better support divisions. So Zaolzie, that what means Czech got trouble, and we use the time to take that area back for Poland state. It's not really needed for us. I think it's give us 1 factory, not really much use for us, because we're going to give it back to the Germans. It would be too hard for us to protect that one. So we're gonna slowly build up into that direction. Now, let's increase our stability as well, giving us bigger chance to produce enough weapon and equipment for our soldiers to use. Obviously they don't have deployment ordered. There we go. So we're getting into the year 39 now. Let's go for electronics, as we research. I've selected already most of our, I've got the name, industrial technology for the year. So what we're going to need, we're going to rush our electronic technology. So we're getting our horse pound. Let's get our plans ready. The plan is simple: push them out of over here. Can't have simpler plan. And there will be 1 more horse soon ready, and we got 1 million manpower. Once that horses are drilled, we'll stop drilling them. Let's check up on our soldiers, and let's start training. We actually need to alter that mountaineer division as well. In the same time, we can start training the new one, or 2, or 3. Yeah, even better, training 3 mountaineer divisions. And I believe we'll start training some infantry divisions as well We'll see as far as we can go. We can always cancel them. We are not going to create our faction yet. Okay, don't need that yet. Stability is important. Okay, we finish our bunker lines. It's kind of desperate, but I would like to try have one more bunker everywhere. And problem with our situation is that we need those bunkers everywhere. Strength of German army pushing on our border is incredible. Actually, don't have to do it straight away on that border. That's gonna wait, because these provinces belong to the Hungary and they don't enter the war. Will belong to Hungary and they will not enter the war at early stage. So with our deployment, everyone go. Oh, come on. It's because that's the war group frontline, not the army individual one. So let's get a bit of extra resources out, going out. Better recon divisions. Okay, and we go for infiltration. Let's look up quickly in here. Year 39, fully developed for our purposes. Lang doctrine is going away. Did I research the wrong national focus? Obviously I did. What a silly me. There's year 39. I'm not going to research that. I'm gonna keep that research for that technology then. Let's get that artillery ready for us. As artillery is only one type of the equipment which we got spurless. Spurless, not too much though, but it's only one. We can easy swap our production to that one. Okay, so the war is coming to us with big steps. It's March. What fate of Czechoslovakia? They got mammal yet? No, they don't get mammal yet. So we got two focuses before the war start. It's the time where I'm going to start accumulating my political power. So let's look up on my infantry division. It's got the recon, it's called the artillery, cannot have anything more. They can have engineers, definitely will help our guys. The war is coming. It's coming to us with very big steps. Well, now we need to get that extra fort levels. Definitely we need to get that extra fort levels. Did I mention? Yeah, we can choose one more. Actually, not going to choose. Going to limit our export to narrow our gap in the resources. That means that they can return that factory for now. So yeah, training a lot of new divisions. I'm going to start accumulating backlog of our equipment. The outdated planes, I can't really see the way we could use them to overcome the German in the air. That might come as well with time. Got our new artillery researched. Let's get us more resources. Where's my prompt message with outdated equipment? Yeah, we're going to switch all our production line to the new artillery. And disable the prompt again. Something these mountain divisions need for sure is priority. And I need engineers as well as the new artillery division to bust the soft attack. Yeah. Okay. So we got our support divisions up to the date. Let's get our piercing weapons. They will be late for the war, but they will be there eventually. I got a strange feeling that again I'm missing something in our technology tree. Okay, Silesian's fort are ready. Let's remake that order. So this time they will have the proper planning. Yeah, we're going now to develop that side. Actually go for the going that side. We need more factories now. So yeah, the war is coming. Danzig or war. Are we ready? I'm not sure of it. Don't need to train them anymore. Bang that to the last division. Just get it trained and make sure we got that weapons in a stockpile. We are short on the infantry on a support equipment. So we need to address that issue quickly by adding one factory over there as well. Stop drilling our soldiers, you won't be any stronger now. The year 39, the war is coming on us. Just hope we can hold it. Let's hope we can hold it. Yeah, let's go ahead for the extra combat power. We'll need every single piece of it. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I opened the game as a Poland to create my own faction. Okay, and I promise you, we will have the great Commonwealth with Lithuania, Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and Miedzymoze faction, which will be reaching from the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea. Where we are, yeah, that's the points we accumulate to go for the war economy. 33 divisions. We outnumber the enemy slightly stronger than they are here. Just slightly. I'm not sure if we manage to take in time all that area before our main front line will collapse. If we successfully secure that area before the front line collapse, we should be happy. Yeah, cannot remove that soldiers from over here. Probably going to do a little fix to my plan by deselecting these 4 divisions from over there, creating a new army out of them, joining them to that defensive army group, and shortening their front. What I just did is disaster. Let's push it the right way we want it. So we have more divisions guarding the actual front, and we put these 4 divisions on these 4 fronts in here, protecting us from the Hungarians when they join the war. So we don't have that line open. Let's do it that way. Yeah. So we got more army in that regions. And we are ready for war. Are we now still stronger? No, they say we are equal. It's not something we wanted. Danzig on war, and we're not giving up Danzig. So now X focus will be to get that extra civilian factory. So yeah, let's end up that video in here. Okay, if you wanna see how it's turned out, just catch up with me later in another episode. Thank you guys.